going on, everyone? Hope everyone has been having a good day. Day 23 is winding down. Hard to believe. That time has come. It is dinner time. And after people have watched, the last number of weeks of episodes here, just covering today, old Rob is having spicy goulash and some carrots that I'm going to mix directly in with my goulash for the boil. So that might answer a question a lot of people's been having. What would Rob be having for dinner tonight? Well, now you know. More on that later tonight during the red light video. But for now, let's cook up some dinner. I will say it has been a day. Not a bad day, but still been a day. Of course, every day is a day, isn't it? Reckon it is. I don't even know where I got that saying from. It has been a day. Anyways, let's see what we got here. There is a little bit of coffee left in my pot, and this time I'm actually going to take the time to wipe it out. Do not always do that when it's just coffee, because you would never know it was there when you cook your food, But I do have some paper towel squares on hand, so I will use them. And then I'll pitch them in the fire pit. Come right in handy for tonight's fire. Alright, there's that. Now, let's add in our goulash, y'all. After today's activities, I did not have any lunch, so I am hungry. Ooh, spicy goulash. Y'all seen what that looks like? Dehydrated? I don't know whether I've showed y'all or not. There it is. Look at that. Spicy goulash made at home. Cooked up by moi. And then dehydrated. I'm going to have a couple pieces right now. I know I've said it probably a bunch of times before, but wow, that is so good just like it is. You could eat it kind of like a trail mix, a crunchy trail mix. It's awesome. Ooh, that is if you like spicy food. If you do not, you don't want no part of that. Because it lights me up, and I am a friend of the ghost pepper. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, wow. Woo! Heck yeah. And carrots, I'm not a real fan of the way they rehydrate at all, but they are a vegetable and they are edible, so I will make more for the big expedition next year. I think they're what Ivan Pennington calls shoe leather. I'm going to do them the way I did the bananas. Next time I dehydrate some, I'm going to put them in the big dehydrator and throw them up on 165. Let's see how they come out that way. I'm going to do corn that way as well, and hominy. I want to see if it turns out any different than it did in the smaller dehydrator. Because in that smaller dehydrator, you cannot set the temperature. You just get what it gives you, That could be the big difference right there. All right. And pour some water in this here goulash and carrots. That should be more than enough. Just in case, add a little extra. All right. Oh man, I forgot to put a slash on my tank there. Will only take a second. Don't even have to move it. Booyah! Slash is in place. Up to 17 boils now on this tank after this one. All right, now let's fire it up. Nighttime is approaching, people. We have ignition. Do we have heat? We do. All right, rock and roll. We are in business. Give this a stir. Be sure everything is surrounded by water. Another one of these paper towel squares here. I'm going to lay that down on this equipment crate to lay my spoon on. Now let this stuff get to boiling and we will be in bidding it, as my brother used to like to say. Bidding it, man. Can't believe day 23 is almost over. Three more activity days after today, you know, to actually do something like fishing or squirrel hunting. And then Saturday will be all about pack, you know, the stuff up day. Get everything carried down there to the shoreline. And also Saturday, as soon as it's starting to get dark, kicking up a campfire. Last campfire of the trip, because it will not be staying up late. So got to start the fire early so I can get in bed fairly early. This Sunday morning it will be time. Get up early, take tent down, get sleeping bag rolled up, get the cot folded up, put back in the bag, get all that carried down to their shoreline with the rest of the stuff, and then start hauling everything across the lake. That will be the schedule. I am already thinking forward though. Big expedition coming next year, y'all. Season 3 River Rats. It is going to be exceptionally challenging. That I do know for sure. Hardest part of all will be being away from the wife. And then will come the labor of everything else, and living outside for 3 months, possibly 4 months. We'll work on that though. As long as we paddle hard every day, we should be able to do it in 3. Give ourselves about 4 days to a week. Once we reach New Orleans, we are at full boil. I'll turn that off. But yeah, once you get to New Orleans, need to decompress a little bit. I'm gonna try to find a little cabin back in the swamps, do some catfishing or some bluegill fishing if there is bluegills back here. I'd rather have bluegills, but that is the plans. Hope everyone will follow along for that. Season 3 River Rats. Yep, more on that also during the red light tonight. All right, we're gonna sit there and let that rehydrate a little bit. And then we're going to give it a taste test. I can see way down through the woods that way, down to the lake. Way across the lake there by the rock outcroppings. See some kind of little swirling going on. It is definitely out of the normal. Makes me want to think it's some otters over there playing around. Probably trying to catch fish or something like that. Or I guess it could be a snake over there. I don't know. I can't really see very well. It's a long ways off. I don't know. Maybe that's some kind of fish, you know. trying to swipe up bugs there on the surface. I cannot tell. The sun wasn't shining on my head. Might be different. I don't know. Keeps going back and forth, whatever it is. And I thought I saw something pop up out of the water a couple times, like maybe an otter head, but I just can't say for sure. That's what I think it is though, really, is otters. So I keep seeing something rise above the surface. Sneaky little rascals right there, y'all. Without a doubt. We'll have a good campfire tonight. Ready for that as well, and some cold little kings. And I still have not done that shot of the Jim Beam Black Label that Ohio Chris turned me on to. I'm gonna try to get that done tonight. I just forget about it, or I just wind up like, I don't know, or whatever, but I'm gonna try to get it done. Because it would be right and tasty, I'm sure. Yeah, sun's about to drop down behind the ridge line way over there. I can see it. Getting close. Something else too, temperature's already starting to drop. Won't be long, I'll have to put my long handle top back on. Let's give this a stir. See what's going on inside this jet bowl here. Kind of messed up earlier, and I was talking about the sun, looked almost right directly at it. I don't know why I did that. Now I see, if I'm looking at the LCD screen there on the Canon, it's like there's a little blue dot where I'm sitting at. It's from me accidentally looking at the sun there. Future reference, Rob. Don't look at the sun, duh. Oh, shoot. Oh, let's stir this up. And let's have a bite. Well, first, I know I've done it before, but I'm gonna bring over a bite of the spicy goulash with carrots mixed in. Show it to y'all. Ooh, look at that. Spicy goulash, y'all. Should have called this ghost pepper goulash, because that is indeed what it is. Blow it off here real good so I don't burn my mouth up. Oh yeah, wow. Y'all, I'm telling you, this stuff is off the chain. every time I eat it. But it is all the way done. So I'm gonna put the lid back on here. I'm gonna have this last bite and I'm gonna let y'all go. Wow. Next year for the big expedition, I will be making goulash for sure. But I do not think I'll put ghost pepper in it or any kind of really hot peppers. Might create a situation, if you know what I mean, when you're out on the rivers paddling every day. In other words, don't want to have to run to the bathroom more than you need to. Probably TMI there, but yeah, that would be my thought on why to not add hot peppers. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow, that is a creation right there. I'm telling you. Something else. Winter, winter, goulash dinner. No doubt. And on that note, I guess I will let y'all go. Even though this is all the way done, I am going to give it about 5 more minutes or so just to sit there and be sure everything is really resaturated real good. And then I'm going to enjoy it. Watch the nightfall set in till it's pitch black and it's going to be fire time. So I will catch you all after a while for the red light. All right, what is going on, everyone? Day 23 here in the woods is fading away. Will not be much longer. About another 3 or 4 hours is left of this day. And we'll be kicking into day 24 here in the woods. All right, I'd like to get everything that I feel necessary to get out of the way first, and then we will go over a recap of today. But first off, for anyone who just happened to cross these videos and has not been following along, this is the Alzheimer's Adventure for a Cure Season 2. Deep Woods, 28 days in the woods to raise awareness for Alzheimer's and dementia. Last year was 23 days on an island for the same reasons, to raise awareness of Alzheimer's and dementia. Next year, September 1st, 2021, we have the big expedition from Pittsburgh to New Orleans. And that expedition will be to raise funds for research for a cure for Alzheimer's and dementia. That shall be dubbed Season 3 River Rats. And it is going to be something. That's all I know. Let's see. Let's do the shout outs. I would like to do a shout out to my wife, Linda Ray. I love you bunches, babe. Only 4 days left and I'll be coming home. I would like to do a shout out to all my family and all my friends. Miss all y'all and love all y'all for that matter too. And now for the honorable mentions. I'd like to start out ginormous honorable mention to Little King's Cream Ale, aka Hudepohl Scholing Brewing Company of Cincinnati, Ohio, for being our first corporate sponsor of next year's big expedition from Pittsburgh to New Orleans. I would also like to do a big mad props to Chief William Kramer of the Norwood, Ohio Police Department for his pledge for next year's expedition, along with Dave Dieter of Texas for his pledge for next year's expedition. We are taking pledges from big corporations, per mile pledges from Pittsburgh to New Orleans, 1,981 miles, and 80% of all proceeds will go directly to research for a cure. So maybe we can try to knock these diseases out. These diseases has devastated a lot of my family, at least in my opinion. They have taken my dad, taken my grandfather, my grandpa Jenkins there, taken my Uncle Lawrence. Still have my Uncle Bernard. He is around, but he does have Alzheimer's. I still have my Aunt Teresa. She is still around, but she has Alzheimer's. My Aunt Rosemary has Alzheimer's. She is still around. I am thankful that they are all still around, but at the same time, I have seen what these diseases do to people, and that part, I just can't let it ride. You know, I have to do something about it, which is why I do what I do, and why we have the big expedition next year. All right, let's see. Is there any more honorable mentions or shout outs? Yeah, I would like to do a shout out to my adventure bro, Joey Rager. He is the co-founder of the Adventure for a Cure. And whatever you're doing out there, brother, I hope you're having a good time of it, as I'll wish to everyone at the end of this red light video. Also, for people who do not know, this is what I call my red light video, which I'm going to work on for next year to make it a little bit brighter so you can maybe see all of me in the red light. But the red light does mean stop. It is the end of my videos and what I consider my workie for the day, because on these adventures, it ain't no game. It is a workie. Or there is workie involved, I should say. Not it is a workie. That was a slip of the mind right there. All right. Now, I think that is finally the honorable mentions. I think I've got them all in there. I hope I did not forget anybody in my shout outs. And if I did, I promise you it was not intentional. All right. I'm just thinking on the matter here. Let me have a vape. All right, indeed. That is it for the shout outs and honorable mentions for sure. I believe I do have it all covered. All right, and now everyone knows this is the red light, so we all know what that means out there if you have been following along. If you have not, that means it is beer time. And right over here next to me, I do have some beer. Wonder what kind it could be. It is a Little Kings. And hold on, I have got a little bit off track here before I get to this ice cold Little Kings. Let me do a rundown of what has went on today. All right, got up this morning, decided it was squirrel hunting time, because you know I do mostly fishing on these expeditions. But this year I did purchase a hunting license, so bushy tail time to hunt some up, see what's going on. So over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I would say, on the YouTube channel here, you would have seen said squirrel hunting. Now, I'm not positive on that, but I do believe it would have been 4 episodes. So it would have been 4 weeks there on the YouTube. This night right here being the 4th. And unfortunately, Island Rob did not get one bushy tail. I seen all kinds of them. The woods around here is flush with bushy tails. I mean, there is a lot of them. And a lot of the ones I saw today were out of range. But there was 3 or 4, at least, that was in range, but they always pulled some kind of stunt on me. I would see them and say they would be hopping through the woods there. Well, next thing you know, they'd jump up on a log, jump down on the other side of the log, out of sight. No, didn't see them anymore, just gone. And that happened, you know, throughout the day. But it was still a good day, and I am glad I got to bring you all along, you know, for all the squirrel hunting. And I do realize that that is not everybody's thing. A lot of people probably don't want to sit around and watch Island Rob sitting in the woods watching for squirrels to get for dinner. But it's part of my adventure, and I had to put it in there. I have 3 days left here in the woods. Well, let me see. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 3 days left that I will do an activity such as fishing or hunting. And then the 4th day is Saturday. And that day will be used to pack up all my gear and get ready to go home. And let's see what else is going on. All the coyotes, of course, I have been hearing them. They have been kind of live tonight. I have been hearing some of the barred owls. They have been doing some hooting, or whatever you would like to call it. That is really cool. I enjoy listening to the owls. Anything else? Oh, something I forgot on the squirrel hunt today. I did see 3 whitetails, and they put up a racket big time, you know, and the one little does, the other 2 run off and left her. Well, she kind of, you know, she was up there by me, maybe 40 foot away from me, and she was being very cautious, kind of sniffing around, and she looked at me like directly, you know, probably 2 or 3 times, and I could tell she was pretty scared. You know, her buddies or her family or whatever run off and left her there. But eventually, you know, I gave a little twitch or something there. You know, I barely moved, and she caught sight of that, and boom, she took off down through the woods, you know, towards the way her family or her friends had went or whatever. But they made enough racket, which also interfered with my bushy tail hunting, I believe. I've been squirrel hunting on this adventure 3 times since I've been here. The first time I got a squirrel. That would have been seen by now. Second time I did not get a squirrel, and there was deer involved. That day I saw 6 whitetails, and boy, did they put up a commotion. I'm telling you, it made all kinds of racket, snorting, and you should have heard them. It was something. But that day was also a day of not getting any bushy tails to eat for dinner. They like alerted the whole woods, like, hey, you know, Rob's in the woods, and look out, you know. The squirrels and everything, they was on high alert. They was all barking and stuff up there in the trees all through the woods, and it was something. And is there anything else for today's events? All my dinner, since I did not get any squirrels, as everyone has seen by now, I did have some of that ghost pepper goulash. And man, it was off the chain like it is every time. I love that stuff. I will definitely make more. And like I said earlier, for next year's big expedition, I will not be putting ghost pepper in my goulash. I do not know that I'll put anything hotter than jalapenos in it, just because I don't want issues when I'm out there on the river paddling all day. TMI maybe, but I am talking bathroom issues. Hot peppers sometimes will do that to a person. All right. I think that has done it. I think I've covered everything, all of the bases. Now, I do have here in my hand that ice cold Little Kings. Let's pop the top on him here. All right, he is opened. And I'm going to hug this Little Kings in memory of my brother, Kurt Russell. He liked to hug a beer every now and then. It was usually only his first beer that he hugged, and that means make it gone. For those who do not know, I think he knocked the C off of the word chug, and he turned it into hug. He liked to hug a beer. So, I am going to do that. And also, there's this guy down here a while back. I call him Ohio Chris. Well, he turned me on to about a finger and a half in the bottom of a bottle of liquor, a Jim Beam Black Label. And I do have here, I don't know if people can see it, I got me about a half a shot here. That is all I'm going to do. And I'm going to do this shot. And thank you very much, Ohio Chris, for turning me on to that little bit of Jim Beam. I've never had it before. And not the Black Label. Had some White Label when I was young. All right, so I'm going to put away this little shot, Ohio Chris, and Kurt Russell, wherever you are, buddy, your brother sure does miss you. All the good times we had together, it kind of get me tear up a little bit, you know, thinking about it. But anyhow, before I get all worked up, I'm going to make this gone. And Kurt Russell, back at you with this chug here. In your memory. I'll never forget you, pal. All right. Over the teeth and or through the teeth and over the tongue. Look out, stomach, here it comes for this liquor. All right. Woo, wow. That is some right good stuff right there, people. That's what I needed to knock them tears out of my eyes there. I didn't have any, but I was en route there. That's for sure. Thinking about my brother sometimes, it messes with me just as well as Dad and Grandpa and everybody else that was affected by the Alzheimer's. All right, time to hug this beer, y'all. Here we go. Oh, wow. Excuse me. That was killer. And did not freeze me out tonight because I got one that had been put in the ice chest there maybe about a half an hour before I got in the tent here. Oh, that's something else I forgot to mention, by the way. I was going to have fire tonight and change my mind. I just wanted to get in here in the shelter and Alaskan Guide Series tent, that is. Sit on my cot here, and I'm going to make use of that portable DVD player Joey Rager gave me last season on season 1 of The Island, and I'm going to watch me a couple episodes of Sopranos. And I do have over here on the table next to me 5 more nice cold Little Kings. I will enjoy them at my leisure while watching Sopranos. Nothing like some wise guys, you know. All right, guess that will do it. My apologies there for starting to get a little bit choked up. Maybe I shouldn't apologize for that, but I am anyhow. A lot of people don't want to be watching, you know, old Island Rob, you know, delve into madness in the woods. All right, everyone. I think I have said everything I need to say. And I'm going to let everyone go. I will see everyone in the morning for the wake up and some oats and coffee as always. And last but not least, whoever you are, wherever you are, and whatever you may be doing, I hope you're having a good time of it and not having too much of a hassle while you're at it. Until the morning time, bye for now, y'all. Hey, y'all. You know, this is kind of like abnormal, you know, and after the red light video. But this is like the 4th time since I've been down here. You know, I hear stuff around here sometimes, back in these woods. Can y'all hear that? Heard something messing around in camp a little while ago. Walking around and stuff. The thing about it is, ain't no food or nothing out there. You know, it's all inside of a dry bag, airtight, sealed up. No smell, no nothing, you know. Tell you what, crap keeps up too much, I'll get out the 12 gauge. Guaranteed, by God. And I don't get freaked out easy, but when you hear something that doesn't sound normal to you, it's kind of creepy, you know? Yeah, alright. Anyhow. Yeah, man. First step right there. Be like, you know? Except repeatedly and like real fast like. I don't hear nothing now. I think whatever it is gone, but he's out there making some racket, messing with something. I don't know what. Alright. I guess that's enough. Booyah. You know, always something on an adventure, y'all. Alright. Bye for now.